Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Knicks Daily here. Tonight we're going to be reacting to the 119 to 110 victory over the Atlanta Hawks. I did not make a video after Friday night's loss against the Timberwolves. The Knicks defense has just been terrible. Hopefully this can be a sign of good things to come. I thought the Knicks overall played a great game defensively. I mean, they gave up 110 in today's NBA. That's not really that much. Trae Young ended up committing 9 turnovers, was only 8 of 22. They handled him very well, made him force passes, of course, and take contested shots. Dyson Daniels ended up fouling out. Credit Jalen Brunson goes ahead and gives him over 30 points, 34 to be exact. One of the best young defenders in this league. And then, of course, Okongwu I thought was probably overall, I mean, I would say Hunter was probably the best player for them in this one. He gave the Knicks trouble off the bench, 22, 4 of 7 from 3. Okongwu had, 9 rebounds. But just the Knicks, the thing about them is they just weren't hustling, they weren't contesting shots, they weren't putting the extra effort in, and in this game they did that, and that's why they were able to come out with a win. The third quarter was the difference. Last time the Knicks played the Hawks in the in-season tournament, the Knicks had a bad third quarter. This time they had a great third quarter. Mikal Bridges, 26 points, hit over 10 double digits in that third quarter alone, 12 of 17, 5 turnovers, not ideal, but still Bridges, that third quarter, just getting off to a hot start. I mean, he had 7 points in like the first minute of the quarter. It was crazy. OG was the only starter who did not score double digits. I thought, honestly, OG had a pretty solid game, though, was attacking the boards, had 9 of them. Cat came back, played 37 minutes. Honestly, his worst game of the year, 13 and 9 with 7 assists. Kind of funny how that's Cat's worst game. 5 of 18 just wasn't able to get in a rhythm. I was kind of surprised Cat played. Personally, I don't think the Knicks needed him to play. I mean, I get the Hawks have 2 good centers, but still, I mean, Cat moved the ball well. He did hit a late 3 that sort of just continued the Knicks' momentum in the fourth quarter. But Josh Hart was incredible. He had 14 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, was all over the place. They played 37 minutes, just attacked the paint. His defense was amazing. I don't think the stats show the entire story, so credit to him. And then Brunson, probably honestly one of his better scoring games. I mean, 34 on 12 of 18, 3 of 5 from 3, 7 of 11 for the free throw line, 6 assists. Going up against Dyson Daniels, who's averaging over 3 steals a game, fouls him out and was efficient. Great game by Brunson. The bench actually got run too. McBride played 20 minutes, was a plus 15. Achua played 17 minutes. Was a plus 4, and then Campaign played 12 minutes and was a plus 15. So the bench really stepped up. Shamit played 10 minutes. I do think that will benefit the team moving forward, is just getting the minutes on the bench up, so that way the starters have more rest and are able, of course, to just be able to be more, have more longevity in the playoffs so they don't fall short. And I don't think it's the biggest issue in the world that the Knicks starters have been playing so many minutes, but at the same time, I do think it will cost them. I think right now they can handle it, but it's just, I think a lot of the Knicks' struggles defensively can be attributed strictly to just the minutes, but I think a lot of it as well is just lack of effort too. I mean, when you're giving up so many threes to other teams, I mean, you can't just blame it on fatigue, man. The game plan is not working and it's got to be fixed. And I thought what the Knicks did in this one definitely is a good thing of signs to come, but I've also been fooled a lot recently by the Knicks. They pull off a win. I'm thinking, hey, look, they're about to get on another 9-game winning streak, and then they end up losing, right? So the Knicks definitely are going to have to be more consistent. They will play tomorrow. I literally just realized we have a back-to-back at Brooklyn. It's going to be a night game, of course, so that should be fun. And then the next game after that is Saturday, January 25th. So the Knicks are going to have a lot of rest, and they're going to need it because they've got the Kings. They've got the Grizzlies, Nuggets, Lakers, Rockets, brutal stretch. I mean, every single team I just mentioned is probably making the playoffs. I mean, the Lakers, what's the Lakers? Yeah, Lakers are 22 and 18. So playoff teams coming up. The good thing for the Knicks is those games will be at home. Well, the Brooklyn game will be on the road. I just lost our schedule pulled up, but yeah, at least the Knicks have a lot of home games coming up. So clearly they're a better team at home, just like pretty much every other team is. So yeah, all 5 of those games are at home, and then a lot of home games coming up, which is great too for the Knicks to get back on track. But yeah, pretty much just one of those games where you expected the Knicks to win. I called this a must-win game on Twitter just because of, hey, look, the Knicks had lost like 7 of their last 10 games, and against the Hawks too, the team that knocked them out of the in-season tournament. A chance, of course, to go to Vegas. Trae Young, rolling the dice on the court, and just knowing that the Hawks, I mean, yeah, they're over 500, but you got to be able to win this game, and the Knicks did. So I'm hoping that the team can make a move or two at the deadline. I don't think necessarily it has to be a trade. I think just a guy like a TJ Warren who just dropped 41 in the G League. I think bringing him up, giving some more wing depth. But yeah, I think the key for the Knicks is just they can't be playing just 8 guys. Like you got to be able to play 11, 12 guys in the regular season and be able to stretch that out. And Tibbs played 4 guys off the bench, all played double-digit minutes. You love to see it too. But at the same time, I mean, the Knicks kind of were able to afford to do that just because of the way the game went. But hopefully, just moving forward, they can just continue to be able to spread out the minutes. That's going to be great. But overall, the Knicks they shot 52.2% from the field, which is elite. 34.6 from three is not amazing. It's like about average, a little bit below average. Turnovers was the biggest thing. The Hawks ended up having, let's see, they had a lot of turnovers. They had 23 turnovers. That's the most turnovers the Knicks have forced all year. The Knicks had 15, which isn't, it's pretty bad, but still, it's not 23. So the shooting tonight, the Knicks attacked the basket. That's how they got their points. I thought rebounding, they did a great job. The Knicks had 39 rebounds. They were out rebounded, but still, I mean, you're going up against a Kongwu and Capella. It's going to be tough, but the Knicks just fought through. They found a way to win, and I'll definitely take it. But that Timberwolves game, I didn't talk about it after the loss. Just one of those typical Knicks losses where they just give up a huge quarter, 35 in the fourth, only scored 21. Just the 3-point shooting was the thing too. Teams have been shooting the three ball so well against the Knicks. They were at 55% in that one. The Knicks, on the other hand, they shot it well. They're 41.2% from three, but just weren't able to get stops when it mattered. Anthony Edwards, man, I mean, he looked like a man possessed. He had 36 on only 21 shots. 8 of 13 from three is crazy, bro. 13 boards, 7 assists. So I just think the Knicks just need to continue to play defense is really what it comes down to. Is the games the Knicks have lost this season, at least of late. I mean, early on they played bad defense, but they shot well. I mean, but lately it's just been the Knicks can't score and also they can't get stops. So it's like that's why they're losing. But they got the stops they needed to. The Knicks were really, really good against the Hawks in the fourth quarter, and they shut down the other team's star, Trae Young. So against the Nets, I mean, Nets don't really have that many good players. They got like Cam Johnson. Honestly, I think they got D'Lo back, so just gonna have to make sure that they can limit the threes and just be aggressive. But hopefully Tibbs can just continue to expand the rotation. I'm fine with him playing 4 guys off the bench as long as they're playing 10 to 18 minutes each. I think that's going to be the sweet spot. But the Knicks do have a couple of guys down in the G League that I think can help right now. Moses Brown is averaging a double-double, 7-2 center. TJ Warren's a guy. And then our rookies, Dadier, Kolek, Hukporti. I think all of those guys. I don't think Hukporti's in the G League, but Kolek and, of course, Dadier for sure are. And just, I mean, I don't expect much out of Kolek, but just Dadier, I thought was really good defensively for the Knicks early on in the season when he played, and I think he can help right now. But yeah, Knicks picked up the win. Our record right now, it's 28-16, which is better than it was last year at this point. So you got to be happy about that. I mean, if the Knicks can get a top versus BC and just stay healthy, then that would be great. But yeah, Mitchell Robinson will be coming back in early February too.